My parents missed my son's funeral because it clashed with a cake tasting, and 11 days later they asked for his $400,000 life insurance settlement to pay for my sister's destination wedding. My boy was 8. The cake, I am told, was excellent. Noah was my only child and he was dying for 2 years, which is a sentence I can finally say out loud. Leukemia, the stubborn kind. We fought it with everything, and the settlement money existed because a hospital lab mixed up a dosage in his first year of treatment, a mistake that cost us months we did not have. The lawyers called it compensation. I called it the worst money on earth. It sat untouched in an account because spending it felt like agreeing to the math. My parents met Noah maybe a dozen times in his 8 years. They lived 90 minutes away, which became 3 hours whenever a visit was suggested, and shrank back to 90 whenever they needed something. My sister Brooke met him less. Golden child is a phrase the internet taught me, but I grew up inside the definition, so when her engagement was announced during Noah's final month, and the family group chat pivoted midweek from his hospice updates to venue comparisons, I noted it the way you note rain through a window. Distantly. I had no attention to spare. Noah died on a Tuesday morning holding my hand, and my mother's response to the funeral date was that it was unfortunate timing, because Saturday was the only day the cake designer in the city could see them, and this woman books out months. Sweetheart, you have to understand how these things work. I understood exactly how these things work. 41 people came to my son's funeral. His whole second grade class sent paper cranes. His oncologist came and cried near the back. My parents sent a lily arrangement with a card misspelling his name, Noah, and my sister posted a story that weekend, champagne glasses over a bakery box, captioned, "Some days are just sweet." The ask came 11 days later, over an unannounced visit with store-bought muffins. My father did the talking, using his reasonable voice. The money was just sitting there. Noah, God rest him, had no use for it now. Family helps family, and Brooks' venue in Cabo required a deposit of a size he said out loud without flinching, 60,000 with a balance and flights and the dress coming to, and I quote, only 400 or so all in. He said the number my son's suffering had been valued at, as a wedding budget. My mother added that Noah would have wanted his auntie to be happy. I did not argue. It is important to me that you know that. I stood up, got the folder the lawyers gave me, and read them the first line of the settlement's designation. Then I told them what I had done with the money 9 days earlier, on what would have been Noah's 9th birthday. The pediatric oncology wing where he spent 400 nights has a family suite now with his name on the door. Fold-out beds, a real shower, a kitchenette, so that no parent has to sleep in a vinyl chair holding their kid's hand through a bed rail the way I did. The remainder endows a fund that pays co-pays and parking and rent for families mid-treatment. First grant went out the week before, to a father of a 6-year-old with the same diagnosis. Every dollar, deployed, designated, irrevocable. My mother said so it's gone, and then you could have at least asked us first. Ask them first. About my son's money. From the people who chose frosting. They told the family I had squandered Noah's legacy on strangers. That word did it, legacy, because they had finally said something true. Legacy was exactly the question, and everyone got to see both answers side by side. A hospital suite with a small brass door plate, and a seating chart in Cabo. The wedding happened, eventually smaller, somewhere domestic. I learned about it from photos, having declined the invitation with a 2-word reply I do not regret. My parents and I have not spoken in 3 years. The silence, honestly, is the same silence as before. It has just stopped pretending. Last month a nurse sent me a photo. A mother asleep on a real bed in Noah's suite, her bald little girl asleep beside her, both actually resting, under the brass plate with my son's name. My parents wanted to know what happened to Noah's money. The answer fits in one sentence. Every dollar of it is doing what they would not, sitting up nights with sick children and the parents who refuse to leave them.